Breaking news, everybody! This just in. I didn't even know that like I would ever get to this level of popularity. You want to know how I know? That people are watching my videos on the DL behind VPNs, trying to act as if they weren't there. Because it's like every single time I say someone's name in my videos, I don't write it. Like their face pops up in my comments. I mean, yeah, the comments when you expand it, and then the face like shows up. So if I say Amouranth, her face is gonna show up in the comment section because she got cursed. Because she got cursed. She watched my videos and got cursed. You see, the nature of the curse of Azure. You know, I just happen to just curse everybody I happen to supposedly talk about, tangentially talk about, and even in passing. It wasn't my intention. It was just like I spread it everywhere, like the frenzy virus. I made her like get so frenzy. Oh man, from world politics to this, man. But like when you think about it, right? Like not to toot my own horn or anything, but you know, I play video games, so I must be pretty important. You know what I mean? 'Cause I play these video games. Check this out. I bought the PS5. Sorry, I got it for Christmas actually. It's a gift, but like I never played Astrobot, and I was just like whatever. It's my first time playing it because I'm one of those gaming guys, gaming people, like low tier god. But like only after he fights countless fights in Smash Brothers for the Switch 2, where he can't, rage quit, and he has to show his face on cam every time. He can't not show his face on cam unless he's like playing regular like rank, which he probably will do if he wants to go to tournaments. He has to show his face. I don't know. He'll probably never actually show that do that face thing. It's like a voluntary thing. It'd be pretty cool though if they forced you to do it. I was just like thinking out loud because it would be funny, but in reality, sometimes you gotta like take it easy, sit down and have a breather, man. What does it mean to be cursed? The insanity, the bolo ties, the blue contacts, the craziness, the insanity, the madness. It's like I summoned an outer god. No, I am the outer god from the internet, from the matrix, into reality. Amouranth has officially, done a 180 and then another 180. She did like a Nintendo 360. I don't even know what the hell that means, but like, okay, so the whole thing is, and the reason why I'm making this video is that like, yeah, she's doing this, and then her husband is like, fighting with her, and like, I don't know if it's like staged or not. It's like he's grabbing the camera or something. I'm like really high when I saw this, but like that's not the best part. The best part was the curse. The curse, man. First Sungrad. First, let's talk about what happened to Sungrad, right? First Sungrad, he was like super ultra ultimate, like completely unfallible, like professional to the max. Guys dressed to impress, looking dapper. Doesn't break eye contact. His demeanor is upfront, direct, polite. It all changed. It all changed. I started breaking his name up. I started saying, "Yeah, the curse of Sangra." What do you mean? I don't curse anybody. I'm a good person. I am a good person. I am a good person. And then he went to take a shower, and he kept saying, "I am a good person." But the shower, he didn't even like change it from like like cold out of cold water. So he's just like shivering there in the shower, and he didn't even take his clothes off either. He's just showering with his clothes on. And then he changed his persona. But then it was only a joke. It was only a joke. Joke's on me. Because I thought I could predict Sungrad. But you see, he was cursed. He got the curse of Azure. The curse of Azure? I kept bringing him in my videos. He just went crazy. And then like, oh, Hassan. Oh yeah, Hassan. Oh boy. First, he goes on an accusation spree against. I already said that in my like last video, but just to touch on it, it was completely untrue. He knows it. I know it. Everybody knows it. And like at 45, man, and like I have to bring this up because you're acting this way. Okay, you brought this on yourself, Hassan. You brought this, Hassan Piker. You brought this on yourself. Okay, so I noticed his hair is like one color, right? And I'm like 39. I'm gonna be like 40 soon. I have like a bunch of gray hairs. How do you not have a single gray hair in your head, dog? Oh, that's the rhetorical question, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, that's like either the nicest wig I've seen, or like that hair transplant. Yo, man. Yeah, it's either not your hair, it's just like some genetic hair. Hey, yo, this guy's going crazy on India. Yo, he said India is a terrorist state. Yeah, he said that. Um, so Kashmir gets attacked by terrorists. It's actually on camera, like maybe like the aftermath and like some of it during it when it happens. I think it was either blurred out or they just didn't show that. And like I don't know if there's like a live leaks you can go to go see it, or if they just posted it on Twitter. Right? I don't know because I don't go on Twitter. It's just Twitter is like one of those places that like even back in the day when I used to like share posts on it and stuff, it's like sometimes you just go on Twitter and you get like the dumbest take and you get into an argument with like somebody you've never seen before and then like have like an anime avatar or like some kind of like bullshit. You know what I mean? Like you're not even talking to a person, you're just talking to like a child, like posing as like an intellectual or something like that. Twitter's just not for me. I'm sorry, but like on the real. He's lost it, and like I think that he knows, like it's only gonna get him so far, because he can't get away. Here's the thing: like, you can't get away from these Indians, dude. They're everywhere. Every time you order DoorDash, every time you call like call services, like call in to like fix things and stuff. That's horribly inefficient, and it's like in another country. That's why. every time you get like caught in traffic and there's like a car accident and you see some guy with a turban just like spun out and just like crashed into a bunch of shit. Every time, every single time. What is it? Um, every single time you like smell something so bad that you almost lose consciousness for a second, but then it snaps back. It's like you suddenly lose the ability to see colors temporarily, and then it comes back, but it was actually you just smelled something really bad. Yeah, every time, dude, you're gonna like be stalked by your words every time by the Indians, dude. And that's not the worst part. Even if you manage to fend all of them off, there's still like billion, not even, well, yeah, there's only like 1 billion, but like still like hundreds of millions more. Like it'll never end. You'll be like doing this for the rest of your life, streaming and like, trying to sneak this India. Like you're gonna be like the new ninja now, except instead of like sneak dissing like other streamers, you just sneak this India and like all these other countries that are like, against terrorist states. uh, you know what you are? You're 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 like the Prince of Persia. You're like the Prince of Persia, like the ninja version of the Prince of Persia. You're like, yo, man, I'm like a video game character. I gotta take on the world. No, screw these Indians. And then you slander like Asmongold. Like, why would you slander Asmongold and then immediately go and then slander India? Doesn't that make you look more good? Never mind. Like, damn it, man. See, inbreeding, never once. Don't do it. Don't do inbreeding. But that's the curse. That is the nature of the curse. A curse so bad you can't see unless you breathe in deeply. I want you to breathe in. Breathe in the curse of Azure. It's good for you. Don't worry. You'll go crazy. You'll wear a bolo tie, perhaps. Oh, I gotta. Oh, by the way, I want to shout out Sensitive Society for breaking this story for me. I just like literally watched it. It was so hilarious. I couldn't help it. I had to make the video. I know I probably have nothing to do with this, and I'm probably making this video for attention-seeking purposes. Uh, yeah, good for me. But that being said, the curse, man, that curse. Because it's like I never knew about this feature about YouTube. Excuse me. Like if I knew, I honestly would have been more careful with my words because I'm just like this no-name YouTuber with like 10, 12 subscribers. Like most of my subscribers, I kid you not, are probably people who are from those Monster Hunter, capture quests that I purposely failed, and they're all like hunting me down. Waiting for the right time to strike. I'm telling you, all those times, all those times, man. See, like there's no way I would have ever broken through mainstream unless like YouTube put this feature like in, which wasn't my intention. So just to get that clear. That being said, the curse. So as I was watching this delightful video from Sensitive Society, I noticed that he was objecting to the validity of this story, and yes, I would, you know, like the acting to me seems a little bit too good, and maybe I'm dumb, like you know what I mean? Like, it's just like whatever, but like the hysteric nature of this whole situation seems a little too manic to be staged, at least in my eyes. Of course, your opinions may differ, and I will not disagree with them. Excuse me. But from my like where I was just sitting and just like watching these videos unfold, and of course, like I understand that people can use this kind of technique to garnish attention and like get notoriety and yeah, just be back in the swing. I have no idea about Amaranth's personal ongoings, and right now this big incident, which people are speculating is false, has the caveat of this like manic, almost like lover-ish quarrel type of thing. Like a man who, in my view, seems to see this streaming aspect as beneath him, and then Amouranth, who is very much embedded to it. And then, like, I think it was just like at one point, because I'm lacking context to this entire story, so that's why I'm trying to keep an open mind to it. Like, she's filming him, so maybe he did something prior, and then he's saying to her not to film him, and then they're getting a squabble, or then, like, I don't know. Then I'm seeing a picture, like a cutaway, for some reason, and then he's just grabbing the camera, and then she's crying, and yeah, everyone's like, I don't care, or I doubt this, or haha, right? And from my point of view, I think it's true because the curse, the curse of Azure, you know? First, Sungrad, then Hassan. Who knows who's next? Anybody could be next, you know? Sometimes I'm next, but I do it to myself. That's my own fault, right? My audio levels, I could record this entire video and then I have to do it all over again. Like, I did that so many times. Like, when you think about it, right? If I'm like recording like a 20-minute video and I'm doing it all in one take, this is actually kind of faster or slower, depending on your point of view, than if I just cut it up. But if I do that, like if I cut it up and I don't do it all at one take, it sounds robotic to me. Like, I feel, okay, cool, young people who are like, savvy to the YouTube algorithm stuff, fine. You want to like do the whole editing thing and it makes you look nicer, cleaner. I'm just gonna like slur my words. I'm just gonna like do it all in one take. My inspiration is like Stixon Hexenhammer. The guy has like the most illustrious library on YouTube, and it's like I used to watch him a lot, but then like politics like really burnt me out. Like, I'm more capitalistic now that I am into politics. I'll check in with him with his videos once in a while because I'm subscribed to him. But excuse me, again, like I highly admire him, and also Raise Your Fist, which I said, it's just so funny. I was subscribed to Smash JT, and it was like by accident. I'm like, what the hell, man? I was subscribed to this guy? Oh, dude, what the hell? And I unsubscribed to him, obviously, because he's like, I don't know what the whole issue with him, Razor Fist, and I don't know, like, okay, here's my thing with the lawsuit, right? I don't need to know these details. This has nothing to do with me, and I just watch Razor Fist for entertainment. But that being said, I feel bad for the guy because it's like, damn, man. How old is Smash JT? Oh man, but some people have that like thing where they're like actually like younger than me, and like Razor Fist was for like the same age, and it's like they look way older for some reason. It's just like they're like take no care of themselves. That's the curse. Oh wait, no, I didn't curse him. I didn't curse Smash JT. Smash JT is just weird. He's just like, yo, I know Razor Fist, did this with his girlfriend back in the day, and like, whatever time. And I'm like, wow, good for you, you idiot. How old are you again? But yeah, that's what YouTube has become. It's become like a drama fest. And now Amaranth. So she's like crying, and she's just like going crazy and manic. And the reason why I think, you know, it's not an act, and she's not faking it, because she's like curled up in that corner over there, and everyone's like, oh yeah, you just want attention. I'm like, no, that's the curse. That's the curse of Azure. She realizes, what have I done? I get spoke about this loser. He just like has like this weird lipstick and stuff. His hair is like blue. He sounds weird. Talks about video games and stuff. He brought my name up. Oh, who's this? Who's this peasant? who's this nothing person? But no, the curse. I got cursed. I got cursed. Oh no! And now she's just like curling up in the corner, just like regretting existence, wondering, what happened? Where am I? Who am I? What is the purpose of anything? My husband. I'm fighting with him for some reason. Maybe he's too aggressive. Maybe he's too unaggressive. But the curse of Azure. Oh, oh no. He spoke of me. And now I've been cursed. Yes, you've been cursed by me. And to that I say, mm, give in to the insanity. It's good for you. Trust me. It'll work out in the end.